In a lot of cases, a predator will try to do something nice to you before they actually take advantage or harm you. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I've spent many years working with predators. And so one of the things that I've noticed about a lot of, in most cases where a person is attacked or they've had something done to them where they've been like bamboozled or been stolen from, or even sexually preyed upon by their predator, in most cases, not all, but in most cases, a predator will do something nice to you before they harm you. And it's kind of like that old saying, or what a lot of people say, they try to distract you with the right hand so that you don't know what the left hand is doing. And I think we're seeing this play out in real time on a national level, where people, if you're bribed with money, then you won't really look at what's going on behind the curtain. And that's how a lot of people get what they call hoodwinked or bamboozled, is because they were tricked by someone doing something nice for them, or being misled to thinking that a predator actually has a great character, or thought well of them, or respected them because they do a good job of trying to snow, or at least they do a job up front, right? Which is why a predator typically cannot, the mask cannot stay up for a long period of time. And so that's why it's always a good idea to try to get to know people over time, as opposed to going very quick and very fast in a relationship. Is because, of course, those first few days, those first few weeks, and maybe even those first few months, they're going to put on the charm, they're going to be sweet, they're going to tell you everything that you want to hear, or they're going to do something really gracious to try to show that they care about you. But in all fairness, they're kind of hiding their weapon behind their back, so to speak. But look at that, and look at, just think about all the times maybe in your life that you maybe have been taken advantage of. And usually a lot of times predators are always doing something nice. And that's why a lot of times, even with victims of abuse who've had abuse, who've experienced abuse over a long period of time, they get caught up in this fog of confusion, because very seldom are abusers always bad or always abusive. There's usually a balance between abusive behaviors and like grand gestures, or really being sweet and kind and loving in certain instances, because they do flip-flop. And so a lot of times victims or people who've experienced abuse will try to, emotionally reconcile that and say, well, on Friday we went out to dinner and we had this really great day. And then, on Saturday they kicked the crap out of me or whatever. Sorry, I hope you can hear that. But yeah, so that's why abusers or people who've experienced abuse always have trouble trying to reconcile that, because a person that is abusive is good at trying to sway people, their victims, people that they're going to take advantage of, people that they know that they're going to harm. And it's always an indication of a person's intent. When people are nice up front like that, they are intent on harming you. So they know what they're going to do way ahead of time, each and every time. So, and again, don't take my word for it. Watch it play out on a national level before people really get harmed. There, a lot of people were were snowed, were swayed by hearing some things that they wanted to hear before, they got their lashing.